Morning, everybody. Welcome to the ASTROINDRA channel. We're very excited to have this conversation with you guys. Today is going to be a story, and a story about my dad. So I'm a third generation entrepreneur, and my dad, as I was growing up, would always tell me, nah, you're not good enough. That's not gonna work. And I would look at other dads with other kids, and they would be like, amazing, very proud of you. And my dad would always be like, the other one's better. Your friend's better. You're not good enough. You're not there. You're not good enough. That used to be the very basis of the childhood. And there was always comparison with someone else, and that someone else is always better. And so as I grew up, I built a lot of resilience, and I built that resilience that I am the most important person, and what really matters is what I tell myself. And what I tell myself is what matters at the end of the day. And I went and had this conversation with my dad. I'm like, what's going on? Why would you do that to your own son? Why would you talk about this to your own son? Why would you have this kind of an attitude with your son? He said, I see my father in you. I don't see my son in you. I see my father in you. You are so powerful, so determined, and you're so driven. I never wanted you to look at anybody else for advice. I never wanted you to have anybody else from a sense of dependency. I wanted you to be independent. And there are many instances where he used to call me his dad. He would say that you're my dad. I don't see you as my son. I see you as my dad all the time. Well, it never really made sense for me during the childhood, and it just built me up. It built me up to be extremely tough, to be someone who was constantly relying on myself. In a face of adversity, I show courage, because there's nobody else. There's no safety net. I am the safety net. There's nobody else who's kind of taking care of me. There's nobody else who's being the godfather. I am the godfather for myself. I am the safety net for myself. So I had to build myself up all the time. Difficult situations, own up mistakes, take 100% responsibility for my mistakes, for my screw-ups. Take 100% responsibility for my choices and make choices. And interestingly, I always made my choices, be it career, be it relationships, any of it, everything was my choice. And now when I think about it, it's a big blessing that someone always thought that I would bring my son in such a way, a tough environment, where I always had to rely on myself and nobody else. And being that independent person, being that person who is self-independent, self-dependent, self-reliant, really made me extremely strong and really made me explore aspects, areas on how I could be better, how I can become the best version of myself. Why? Nobody else. And that's the reason I'm telling you that if I can make it to a place where I'm comfortable, and if I can have a goal that I am going to be the billionaire, and if I'm going after my goals, I'm not looking at anybody else to join me. I'm not looking at anybody else to be a part of my life and say that let's do it together, it'll be fun. Yeah, maybe it's fun, maybe it's great to be together, but at the end of the day, it's always you. You be the best superhero of your own life. So as you be that and do that, the quality of life that you're going to have will be completely different. And that being the superhero for yourself is Jupiter, where you are your own master, where you are looking at yourself for all the decisions and you take complete responsibility for all your screw-ups. And there are people who would ask me that, when am I going to see this massive success that you keep talking about? When am I going to see this massive success where you are a billionaire, where you're living out of multiple countries, where you have luxury yachts, amazing cars, huge properties, and you live a crazy life where everyone's like, wow, how did he make it happen? I tell everyone this, I'm already living that life. I'm every day creating it before I sleep. I do the mirror exercises. I tell myself that it's possible and I'm going after it. And I'm doing it every day. I'm doing it every day. Every day is a learning for me. Every day is a creation time for me where I build myself up to that space. And I keep at it and I keep going for it. But the key is to rely on yourself and make a difference by relying on yourself. So I wanted to talk about this, specifically about my dad, who would always used to say that, nah, not good enough, nah, not happy. And then later on, before he passed away, then I had these moments with him. He would tell me he's extremely proud of me for the risks that I took. He's extremely proud of me for the life that I lead. He was extremely proud of my racing, the car racing that I used to do. He's extremely proud of all the adventurous activities that I used to do. And I was like, hey, amazing, thank you. I never knew this. I never knew that he was proud of me. But he did say that I am so proud of you for being that trailblazing guy who's not looking for anybody's validation, but who is being the true master to yourself and going for it. So he said, just keep going for it. Because at the end of the day, nobody really matters. And his passing was essentially you're part of the entire process, the entire ceremonies where you've seen the person talking, living, and suddenly he ceases to exist, and then the entire dynamics changes as well. But what really doesn't change is you. So always believe in yourself. Be the most powerful person in your life. Be the most amazing version of yourself. Why? Because you can. And there's nobody else for you to do it. So it's your life. You're the captain of the ship. You're the princess of your life. You're the king of your life. So live that way, build yourself up, and live an amazing, awesome life. It's not too much on the astrology side of things, but the very baseline is, this is a Jupiter strengthening way of living, where you are always building yourself up, going after what you love, and going at it, without really caring about what others are thinking about who you are. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. What matters is what you are doing with your life, and nothing else matters. Take care. Bye.